Sute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, Pangum Langayate Girim, Yatrupat Muhammad Shigronamataranam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram Hare Krishna. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, but we cannot see.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. All Prabhupada, everyone is doing well. So you can hear me, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. And
yes, Prabhuji.
Can you give me 1 minute? So, what is that? I said until Gaur Purnima we will discuss the Lord Chaitanya Gaudiya Vaishnava Tattva actually, then we can go forward on this. Then we can go back to, we can go back to Vrindavan, the pastimes that we were discussing. I started that ever since, what is that? Ever since I came back from Vrindavan. That's it. So one point we should be clear on is Deyam Sada Paribhogna Vishtadoham Tirdaspradam Severinchinavatam Saranyam Vritya Prityardhyam Pranadapala Bhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charana Arvindam. Tyektva Sudishyada Surepsita Rajyalakshmi Dharmishta Arvitsa Yatagadarnyam Maya Mrugam Daitimepsita Anvadavad Vande Mahapurushate Charana Arvindam. So Lord Chaitanya, Siva Virinchi Nutam Saranyam, he came to give what Brahma and Shiva are looking for. What Brahma and Shiva are looking for? Love of God. What is that they are looking for? Krishna Prema. They are not looking for green card. They are not looking for citizenship. They are not looking for, what is that? Mystic powers. They are looking for love of God. That's what he has come to give for. Honestly speaking, sometimes the words without realization, when spoken, they don't really convey strong message. But words, when spoken by a realized person, they have a different effect. If you ask somebody, what do you want? When Chitraketu Maharaj, Narada Muni came, asked, what do you want? What did Chitraketu say? Love of God? Krishna Prema, he said.
He wanted a son.
I want a son.
He wanted a son. The attachments in this world, our attachments are very tiny, trivial. but they make us suffer. And that is the power of attachment in this world. Even every attachment will give us some happiness, some distress. Maybe more distress and less happiness. Still we look for the attachments. That's conditioning. So Chitraket Maharaj had everything. But what is the nature of the mind? It shows you what you don't have and makes you unhappy. Actually. It makes you miserable. But Chitraket Maharaj, but when his son spoke to him, which father? That's when he first time listened to Bhagavatam. Until such time he never listened. You know? Brahma and Shiva, they don't have that type of conditioning. They know what they want. You know, Lord Shiva is already liberated. You know, Divyatirtha Prabhu was speaking very nicely. One day, this Avadbhava saw Krishna going around Bhagavatam. Krishna is Bhagavatam, then why should he do Pradakshina? Why should he do circumambulation to Bhagavatam? Krishna's destination is also, Krishna also wants love. Love of God. You know? He also wants prema. Bhagavatam speaks of prema. That's why Krishna respects Bhagavatam. You know, though Krishna is not different from Bhagavatam, because the destination of Bhagavatam is prema, Krishna's destination is prema, he was going around Bhagavatam. That's what Avadbhava said actually. You know, we went through billions and billions of lifetimes because of the conditioning, because of the conditional enjoyment. But Prabodhananda Saraswati explains, when I read it, I was surprised actually. What greatness has been achieved when Varahadeva lifted Mother Earth, because this universe has an unlimited number of planets. For example, you have, what is that, your home is filled with gunny bags of rice or gunny bags of grapes, and one grape falls down. Is there anything great about it if you lift it up? If Vamandev has taken everything from Bali Maharaj and gave it to Indra, what's so great about it? What is so great about it? Likewise he speaks. But Lord Chaitanya came. He came to give each and everyone love of God. That is great. He came to give love of God to each and everyone. This has not happened before. Wow. In fact, he says, Lord Chaitanya came to inundate this world with love of God. Only I did not get it because of my conditioning. Vanchitosmi, vanchitosmi, Vanchitosmi nasamsaya. Definitely, no doubt, beyond doubt, I was cheated. That love of God, everyone, Vishwam Gaur Rasay Magnam. So God, this whole world is drowned in that ocean of, that Gaura Rasa. But only I was devoid of it because of my conditioning. For that, I was cheated. He says that. So Lord Chaitanya came to give love of God even the animals of Jharkhand forest. Hare Krishna. So anyway, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Brahman is his bodily effulgence, that Paramatma is his partial local manifestation, and he is the self-same Supreme Personality of Godhead with the 6 appearances. One has to be convinced. Faith is very subtle. Faith is very subtle. Nobody can nobody can create in one's heart, so if you understand that, we become, first of all, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Brahman is, what is that, impersonal, and Bhagavan, Paramatma is localized, but Bhagavan is the absolute, the ultimate form of absolute truth, actually. That is Krishna. So, but for that, what he did, Lord Chaitanya, Tyaktava Sudushya Surepsita Rajya Lakshmi. What is very difficult to give up? The Lakshmi is not like you and me. Very dedicated servant. But Lord Chaitanya gave her up. She was only 14 when Lord Chaitanya took sannyas. He gave up. Or what? Mishtavarya Vachasa Yadagadharanyam Maya Mrugam. So Lord Chaitanya, he says, when I see these people languishing in the cycle of birth and death, Maya, Maya puts everyone to sleep. What is that? Pisachira Kole. What is that song? Jiv Jago, Gaur Chandra Bole, Kotanitra Jao Maya Pisachira. So he felt so bad. He felt so bad that we are all sleeping on the lap of Maya. So Lord Chaitanya came to wake us up. Not only that, he came to give us love of God. Not only that, he came to, after giving that love of God, he came with the process by which we sustain that, that love of God, by which we sustain that love of God in our heart, It's very, very important, actually. So many times we spoke about Lord Chaitanya, yes, but I want to use today, why did he take sannyas? Which incarnation has taken sannyas? Not like today's people in the renounced order. He took sannyas so that he can travel everywhere, being free from the family encumbrances, being free from family attachments, so that he can reach more and more people. Prema rasa niryasa korite aswadan. Ragamarga pratiloge korite prachara. He came to experience Radha Bhav, but he also came to distribute that Radha Bhav. One thing, when Lord Chaitanya comes, it definitely we come to Radharani. So, Radharani means a personification of bhakti, personification of prema. I'll take only 2 minutes. Prema and kama are two different words. One day one Sri Vaishnava argued with me. Radharani names doesn't come in Bhagavatam, but it comes in Brahma Vaivartana Purana, which is a passionate Purana. Then why it is passionate? Because material world, what is that? Prema and kama. Until you read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, no one has given any wonderful definition Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is self-realized, was attained the grace of Radharani. Do you know? Radharani tells that. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, one time he says, this Krishna's face is like 24 and of moons. You know that mantra? Gopal mantra Krishna. So I should not tell that. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, where is 24? Either it should be 24 and a half. Either it should be 25 or 24. Where is that half coming? He didn't get the answer. He prayed on the bank of Radhakund. Finally, he wanted to end his life. Then Radharani came. Because he did not want to find fault with Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Radharani said, he's right. I only revealed him that, I only revealed that to him. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami attained the grace of Radharani. What is that? He attained the grace of Radharani. That's why he could write Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, what is that? I'm sorry, I forgot what am I speaking. Can anyone help me?
Prabhuji, prema and kama.
Yeah, right. Prema and kama. Atmendriya, Taravanche Balaya Kama, Krishnendriya Preeti Ichidare Prema Nama. Exactly, that's Sri Vishnu. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives a very apt definition. It appears they're very, they're similar, the dealings of Krishna, Radha and Krishna, but no, it's pure love of God. That's it. In fact, what is that? Some songs I heard, actually Krishna, what is that? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, when the word kama used with kopi is intense desire to serve. That's it. Everyone is listening? When the word kama is used, it is an intense desire to serve Krishna. They don't even have a speck of desire to enjoy. Wow. They don't have a speck of desire to enjoy. Everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the point is, it is prema. Radharani can go to hell eternally to give pleasure to Krishna. Yashoda in the mood of Vatsalyaras. Radharani in the mood of Mathuraras, of course. She can go to hell eternally for the pleasure of Krishna. Yashoda in the mood of Vatsalyaras, she can go to hell eternally for the tiny pleasure of Krishna. That type of thing we are dealing. That's what Lord Chaitanya has come to this world to give to come to give. Hare Krishna. So what is great in this world? Prema. Prema dhanavina vyartha daridra jivan dasya kari vetan more deha prabhu. If you don't have that love of God, then you are daridra. Daridra means you are poverty stricken. So do service and take prema as a salary. So that's why actually Bhagavad Gita says, if you are in the mode of goodness, you'll worship demigods. But if you worship Krishna, Achyuta, you're already transcendental. But you say, I don't think I am transcendental. You do not know. Brahmabhuta prasannatma nasochitana kankshati samas sarvesh bhuteshu madbhaktim plavate param. Yes, of course, we have come to the process, but we are not there yet. But if you continue following the process, we'll be there soon, very soon. So Lord Chaitanya, what is that? One day, he was a scholarly Nimai Pandit. He would, Lord Chaitanya always in two, what is that? He was in, either in internal mood or external mood. Lord Chaitanya was either internal mode or external mode, or sometimes semi-consciousness. What is that? Semi-consciousness. Like Jagannath Puri, what is that? Like Lord Ramchandra has, what do you call? So Lord Ram, he would always feel himself as, I'm son of Dasharatha, Dasharatha Nandan Ram. Who are you? I'm son of Maharaj Dasharatha. Likewise, Lord Chaitanya, when he external, when his consciousness is external, he would say, I'm servant of everyone. I'm servant of Krishna. Because he came as devotee, right? But when he's internal, external is always, where is Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Krishna? But when he's internal, he's he's situated in that platform. I don't know how many of you have been to Gambhira in Jagannath Puri. Gambhira has a underground. In Lord Chaitanya's room, there is an underground. If you go to the underground basement, Lord Chaitanya would go there actually. And there, he would experience that Radha Bhav. He would experience that intense Radha Bhav actually. So anyway, what is that? So one day, Lord Chaitanya actually, what is that? His name was scholar Nimai Pandit. He defeated Digvijay, Yeshav Kashmiri. Then he went, of course, Gaya, and he received initiation from Ishwar Puri. He came back. He's a changed man. Anyway, he revealed his divinity to his devotees. So sometimes he would reveal Balaram, and he would come and ask devotees, where is Varuni, Varuni, Varuni? Sometimes he would show four-handed form. Sometimes he would show, four-handed form means with Krishna and Vishnu together. Sometimes he would show six-armed form, Krishna, Rama, and Lord Chaitanya. But this is only for this private. Nobody is allowed. Only for devotees. So many were not allowed. So that's why they do not know. He has not revealed his divinity to the Mayavadis. Actually, in the preaching he did in South India, he never did it in Navadvip. In the streets of Navadvip, he never did it. So he extended his grace to the people of South India. Very interesting, actually. Anyway, one day Lord Chaitanya was in the Gopi Bhav, and he was chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. So he was chanting Gopi, 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 what is that? So one Brahman comes, Brahman friend, why are you chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi? What will you get by chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi? You should chant Krishna's name. If you chant Krishna's name, you'll get something else. But then what happened? That day, Lord Chaitanya was in such an ecstatic mood. He said, Lord Chaitanya became angry. Don't, mention the name of that rich. He cheated us. And he laughed. Hare Krishna. He cheated us and he left us. So, just what is that? Lord Chaitanya was seeing Krishna everywhere. What he did, he picked up stick and he started chasing him. with that stick. Hare Krishna. When he started chasing, when he started chasing, that Brahman started running away. When he started running away, then what happened? He ran. And finally, somehow he escaped. So he escaped. And what happened? He went and told in his Brahmana community. He went and told his Brahmana community. You know what happened today? And in my point, he was chanting the name of Gopi and Gopi, and he became very upset. He became very upset, and he wanted to beat me up. He wanted to beat me up. This is too much. Then everyone became upset. So, everyone become very upset, actually, Then somebody said, isn't a nice devotee? Why is he chasing Brahmana with an intention to beat? This is too much. Then another person said, how can you call him a devotee, Vaishnava, if he refuses to chant Krishna's name? Then another person said, stranger. He claims himself Vaishnava, but chanting Gopi, not instead of Krishna. So then another person said, we are also Brahmins. His thing is only Brahmana. His thing is only learned in scriptures. We are also learned in scriptures. He cannot threaten us like this. He's a king or what? He cannot punish us. He's one among us. Next time, if he tries to intimidate us like this, we will teach him a nice lesson. He may be son of Jayanal Mishra, that scholar, but my father is also a scholar. Oh, till yesterday we were studying together in the school, Tola. And suddenly has become Mahaprabhu, great master. Wow. So people started criticizing. Hare Krishna. This world is not easy. Do you agree? How many of you agree this world is not easy? For anyone? Huh? Looks like nobody wants to agree actually.
Agree, Prabhuji. Agree, Prabhuji.
This world is designed to frustrate everyone. Lord Ramchandra came, married Sita. Suddenly you have to go to forest. Of course, he also comes to take. He knows there is no happiness in this world. So he comes to take only suffering, of course. But very interesting, Mother Sita liked for the 12 years of forest because there's no palace politics, nothing. She liked that setting, Godavari setting. Nice place, Panchavati. Nobody's there, somewhere, always, what is it? Lakshman is little far. He would watch, why should I go between wife and husband? Sita loved this Panchavati. I went to Nasik actually. When I went to India. I really liked it actually, Godavari. So, but then what? She was abducted. She had to go through 1 year ordeal. Finally, she reunited with her husband. But again, Ram said, somebody started complaining, we don't know what happened. Sita stayed in somebody, Raman's home for 1 year. Do you know what happened? Then Ram said, all right, drop here in the hermitage of Valmiki, drop here in Valmiki Muni Ashram. I don't think they ever, after coming back from Lanka, I don't think they lived for a few years together. But after Sita was banished, Ram ruled for 10,000 years. Everyone is listening?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that she just endured suffering only. Same thing. Krishna left Vrindavan 10 years, 7 months. And he didn't come. He came only after Kurukshetra war was over. Hare Krishna. Then all the Vrajavasis suffered. Krishna also suffered. So Lord Chaitanya, can you believe Lord Chaitanya, most magnanimous incarnation? They are telling, then everyone is telling, kya bada Mahaprabhu ban gaya? Hare Krishna. So, what is that? So Lord Chaitanya is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma, right? One day he said, the medicine Pippalakanda was prepared to cure the excess phlegm. But instead of curing it, this medicine Pippalakanda is increasing the phlegm. And he started laughing. So what it means, I came to this world to cut the attachments and to take everyone back home, back to Godhead. But I am doing the opposite. These people, by criticizing me, they are increasing their bondage. They are increasing their births. Hare Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu understood. He knew, he will leave. Because he loved Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu thought, he will leave us soon. That beautiful curly locks of hair, he give them up. And he'll take sannyas. Hare Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya took Nityananda Prabhu to a little distance. Took him to a lonely spot and said, Nityananda Prabhu, the purpose of my advent is, the purpose of my descent is to deliver the entire world. But instead, instead of doing that, I am, unlike any another incarnation like Krishna, I have to kill the people now. Because people, just by seeing me, they should attain salvation, they should attain liberation. But now, by seeing me, their bondage is becoming stronger. When they think of, when they are thinking of beating me up, they are increasing their births. I have incarnated in this world to liberate everyone, good and innocent people. Now what am I doing? I'm spoiling everything. I'm leading people to lead to bondage. So I cannot trick this Krishna, Krishna comes to deliver everyone. So I have decided to take sannyas, shave up my head, going, and as a sannyasi, I'll go door to door begging. Those who want to attack me, then what they will do? I'll fall at their feet. And nobody will attack the sannyasi. They'll give me little alms, food. That way they'll be liberated. Hare Krishna. So if you ask me, you should not say no to this. So you know me, that's why you should not lament. Then Nityananda said, my Lord, you're independent. Whatever is your wish will happen. Who can resist you? You're Abhijna Surat. What is good for the conditioned souls? You know better, my Lord. Still, if you really ask me, you should ask devotees. Because Lord Chaitanya has this weakness. He would ask devotees. Because all the devotees come and say, my Lord, don't do that, then they will not do it. Then Lord Chaitanya may not do it or postpone it. When Nityananda was thinking, what will happen to his mother? How can she live? And what about devotees? What about Mother Vishnupriya? So Nityananda started crying actually. Lord Chaitanya came to Mukunda's home. He came to Mukunda's home. Mukunda was so happy. Lord said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Mukunda, sing for Krishna. Mukunda started singing. Sweet voice, melodious voice. Mukunda is always, he would sing sweetly. So Lord Chaitanya became ecstatic. He composed himself and said, Mukunda, you should know, I have decided to leave my home and take sannyas. I'll shave my head and I'll travel all over the world. Hare Krishna. And Mukunda heard this. His heart was broken. My Lord, why have you made the decision like this? If because you're desiring to do it firmly, I think it'll happen. Because you're supremely independent. But my Lord, please wait. Some more time we'll spend in Kirtan, my Lord. Please wait. Then Mukunda and so Lord Chaitanya went and told Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar, you want to hear me, right? Listen. I have decided to leave the home and for the sake of Krishna, I'll take sannyas. And I'll travel everywhere. Gadadhar was stunned. He became motionless. He said, my Lord, your words are strange. Where is it said one can attain Krishna by taking sannyas? What spiritual life is there if you, in shaving the head? This is my opinion. Nowhere you see by taking sannyas anyone can attain Krishna. What about your mother? But by doing so, you'll get the sin of sin of the death of your mother. Hare Krishna. You are the only apple of her eye. You are her every dream. And what reason she has to stay if you leave? Anyway, he said, it's up to you. Lord Chaitanya told everyone, all the devotees. So when they imagined that he would have a shaved head and he would enter into the renounced art of sannyas, everyone cried. Hare Krishna. You know? No. Because not like today, if you take sannyas, usually they would not come back to their village. They would not come back to their home. They would not come back to see their family, especially wife. And they were very happy. When Srila Prabhupada went back to India, he came in 1965. Because he had health issues, he went back to India 68. Devotees were shattered. They don't know whether Prabhupada will come back or not. They were so distressed. Mother Malti told me actually. And they started praying for Prabhupada actually. And 1 year later, Prabhupada recovered. So, so the devotees were so upset. And they were not sleeping at all. They were not eating food at all. So Lord Chaitanya said, why are you not eating nowadays? Why are you not sleeping? I'm always with you people. So don't think I leave you all and go. I will never leave you. You're all my associates, birth after birth. In every yuga, I advent. I descend, in a different incarnations. Excuse me, you all have participated in the past. In this incarnations, I have come in two forms. One is a congregational chanting. When you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Second is deity form. So one, I'm descending in the form of Kirtan, and the Harinam Prabhu. Two, I'm descending in the form of deity. So my request to you, give up your fears and worries. Eventually his mother came to know this. Her heart, Sachimata, came to know this. Her heart almost stopped. Her pain was unbearable. And, that's it. It's mother, practically everyone, there's nobody, only one person remained. He is telling he'll go away. Is it very happy occasion? What about his wife? He will marry his wife, Vishnu Priya. So she told him, Nimai, please go, don't go, Nimai. There is a song in Bhakti Ari Raga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhakti Raga means it's a raga of sadness. My son, please don't leave your mother. We're all we are dependent on seeing your lotus face. Your moon-like face. Wow. So we cannot, all the followers, they will miss you. I cannot even stay for a moment without seeing you. Just stay home and perform this Sankirtan. So you incarnated to teach everyone the principles of religion. Then which dharma? Which dharma is telling leave your mother? Hare Krishna. Then if you leave your mother, then what type of dharma you will teach the whole world? She said, your elder brother, he left. Then your father, he left for Vaikuntha. And all the children died in the childhood. My son, just looking at you, I'm able to live. Now, if you leave, I'll die. So if you see the face of your lonely widowed mother, just see my face. How can you leave me? Stay at home all the time. Nityananda Prabhu is here. You perform Sankirtan in your home and the homes of devotees. My son, you're everything. You have such a wonderful eyes and you have long arms, eyes of compassion. What is that? Your presence is like nectar. So she tried to persuade him. He said, no. No. He tried his best, but she's not listening. Mother, right? I'm sure some of you mothers know this. Then he said, then he revealed the secret. Mother, please listen. I'm your son for so many births. You were one time Prasni, and your husband Prasni Garbha. Sorry, Sutapa. Then I became your son, Prasni Garbha. Another life, you were in heavenly planets, Aditi. Your husband was Kashyapa, and I took birth as a Vamandev. Then, one time, you are a daughter of Swayambhu Manu, Devahuti. You are married to Karda Muni, and I became your son, Kapila. Kapila Muni. And one time, mother, you are Kausalya, married to Dasharatha, and I became your son, Ram. And another time, you are Devaki, and you are imprisoned by cruel Kamsa. Mother, that time I came as Krishna. And in this life, mother, in this incarnation, I'll be your son twice. So you'll be the mother of my incarnation. You'll be mother of my incarnation in the deity form. Also, mother of my incarnation is holy name. Means what? Any holy name that chants Krishna's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mother Sachimata incarnates the tongue on which Lord Chaitanya incarnates as the holy name, pure holy name. So the deity form of Lord Chaitanya, the mother is also Sachimata. That way, mother, so that way he pacified his mother actually, but she became somewhat calm. Hare Krishna. That way she became somewhat calm. So, then slowly what happened? So he told Nityananda Prabhu, on the day of Makara Sankranti, sun will go over travel in the northern direction. I'll accept out of sannyas. In the village of Katwa, there lives a great personality, Keshav Bharati Maharaj. From him, I'll take sannyas. This is ordained with providence. So inform the 5 people. Who are those? One is my mother. Second is Gadadhar. Other Pandit. Third one is Brahmananda. Chandrasekhar Acharya and Mukunda. All right. So then what happened? So on the day of Sankranti, whole day Kirtan. Lord Chaitanya, Kirtan with devotees. And what happened? In the evening, in the afternoon, he ate nice prasad. And with devotees, he went to, in the evening, he went to, what is that? Take darshan of Ganga. So evening, all, so after taking darshan of Ganga, he came back home. All the devotees came. But nobody knew he would come. He would leave next day. So what is the devotees came? As devotees came, Lord Chaitanya came, gave everyone a garland. And he applied there, he applied chandan on their forehead. By his grace, so many people came to take darshan, not to see him. Thousands and thousands of people. Vrindavan Das Thakur says, nobody, even Brahma also cannot count them. That many people came. So every day, for whoever came, he gave a garland and said, he has only one instruction. Bolo Krishna Vajo Krishna Koro Krishna Siksha Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Prana. My dear brothers, don't think anything other than Krishna. If you have any love for me, chant and sing only Krishna's name. Remember and chant Krishna's name. Whether asleep, awake, Jagrati, Swapna, Sushupti, sleeping, awake, or dreaming, or eating, chant only Krishna's name. Together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he would tell every batch, every group that would come, same point, brothers, just go on chanting Krishna's name. Worship Krishna, sing the glories of Krishna, think of only Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Vajo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Siksha Krishna, Mata Krishna, Pita Krishna Prana. So likewise, one batch after another batch they came. They all attained Lord Chaitanya's grace. Finally, what is that? Sridhar, Kola Sridhar appeared. He came with a pumpkin. He came with a pumpkin. Lord Chaitanya saw that, Sridhar, where did you bring this pumpkin? But inside he thought, wow, what is that? I'm leaving tomorrow. I know when I'll come. I cannot refuse or waste Sridhar's gift. I'll eat tonight. That is Krishna. That is Krishna. If you offer with love, Krishna will not refuse. Prabhupada says, if you offer to Krishna's picture, Krishna can eat from the picture also. If you have intense love, my Lord, please eat. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahritam masnami prayatatmana. If devotees offer with love and devotion, anything, of course, vegetarian and bhoga, Krishna will immediately eat. That is Krishna. That is Lord Chaitanya. Then what happened? She told his mother, Mother, can you please make some kheer? Somebody came and gave sugar. Somebody brought some milk. So all right, when he requested his mother, Mother Sachi went inside to cook that sweet item with that gourd and that pumpkin. So then what happened? So she cooked and offered it to Krishna, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate that prasad. So anybody came, they were fed, they all liked it, Then what happened? Very interestingly, Haridas and Gadadhar stayed there only. They took rest. But Mother Sachi knew he would leave, so she couldn't sleep. So he got up a few hours before sunrise. And what he did, another Pandit said, I'll come with you. And Lord Chaitanya said, nobody is coming with me. I'm going alone. I am alone and independent. So Sachi Mata, she stood at the door crying. Then when Mother was sitting at the door, Lord Chaitanya said, Mother, thank you very much. You took care of me all the time. You were never bothered for your pleasure. You gave unlimited affection. Mother, I can never repay for what you have done. Life after life, I'll be in debt. But only you can wipe me of the debt. So he said, and Lord Chaitanya said, everyone in this world is under Krishna's influence. No one has any power to be independent. By the power of time, by Krishna's power, people, we come together and we are separated. My request to you, please don't lament. And Mother, definitely I'll take care of you, don't worry. She didn't say anything. She cried. He went around 3 times, circumambulated. And that Lord of Vaikuntha, he left without looking back to enter into the renounced order to liberate every one of us. If you hear this narration sincerely, you will become freed from all material bondage. When he left, Mother Sachi, she became stunned. Like a statue, she was silently crying. you know. So after some time, but he got up in the morning, in the dead of the night, he walked. So in Mayapur, there is a ghat called a Nidoi Ghat. Means in our language, it's called Nirdhaya Ghat, merciless. You know, Lord Chaitanya is most magnanimous. Why this ghat is called merciless? Because he abandoned his mother. For the deliverance of the whole world, he abandoned his mother. Hare Krishna. So how can we understand this? Even Krishna comes, he goes through suffering. Krishna comes up, you know, he endures suffering only to deliver all of us. Srila Prabhupada had diabetes, and Prabhupada had, you know, some health issues. Prabhupada never complained. You're all listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji, listening.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So the point is, you know, so in the dead of the night, he walked in the pitch darkness, not that there were any street lights. And this is a Ganga, you know, filled with crocodiles, filled with snakes. But for everything you say, Supreme Personality of Godhead, we are belittling him. When, what is his name? Hiranyaksha started using bad words. It pained Varahadev's heart. Because he's fully conscious, right? So he left his home for us, the conditioned souls. He jumped in the waters. You know, Ganga is like big Ganga, but he swam across. He swam across, went to the other bank of Ganga. You know, then he went to Katwa. That's it. So the point is, you know, why he had to endure suffering? If I was reading Bhagavatam, it is mentioned, anybody who lives, what is that, 11th canto, Mother Earth has two manifestations. What is that? One is a tree, another is mountain. They both live for the benefit of others. And they have unlimited patience. You throw a stone, the tree will give you fruit. If you throw a stone, and if you aim at that fruit, and the stone will cut the fruit off from the tree, and the fruit will fall down. Tree will not resist. Tree says, thank you, take more. Mountain also has so many things to offer to humans. So anybody who lives for the benefit of others, they are very soon recognized to be Krishna. You know, we should cultivate that habit. What is the best thing we can give to others? Krishna. Tell them to chant the holy name. Give them a little prasad. You know, tell them about Krishna. Even if they hear the holy name once, probably it'll work. It's an eternal credit. Only one time. If you make somebody chant one round, great. It's very pleasing to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya is the holy name, Mother Sachi will be the tongue. When you chant Hare Krishna mantra, it is Lord Chaitanya. You know, that's what I wanted to talk today. We'll continue on this next week. You know, Sannyas Leela will continue. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare